I did not start out practicing the martial arts. When I was very young, I attended a very small school. These were the type called Beijing Opera Troupe Training Schools. In our troupe, there was Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, Yuen, and myself. Actually, we were doing Beijing opera and not the martial arts, just like the pictures behind me. We were acting out in the Bei Pai or Northern style. In acting opera, there is drama and action moves. Truly, everything was there. We had to do a stint of 10 years and were not allowed to leave school, and that was really tough because we were so young, and training was from early morning until nightfall. On completing our study, there was nothing in the way of employment. However, it was the time when films on Chinese martial arts were the trend, so we would go and assume the role of masters of the martial arts. And we then learned to utilize our skills in somersaults and acrobatics from school and turn those into martial arts moves. We would start observing the technicalities of filming and advance to be a film coach for the martial arts. Then just knowing Bei Pai would not be enough. We realized we would need to take in more of the martial arts, including the dragon fists, snake fists, and many other fist styles, perhaps including the martial arts from the mainland of China, like that of Jet Li. You have to know the southern style, the northern style. You also have to know how to be an expert of the tiger and leopard styles, and must be able to utilize all kinds of styles. So at that time we started to slowly go through self-study and improvement, after which the next step would be directing action for film. As a movement director or choreographer, we would do a lot of work in a day's time. It's not just that we had to finish up the shoot. You can't just finish up and go home. I still have to think about what we are going to do tomorrow and how we are going to have this martial arts shot so that it would be interesting. It's not that you just go there and show some movements. Every day when you walk, you see things around you like advertisements, signposts. Everything can inspire you. There are many tables, desks and stools, or machinery, automobiles, someone driving, that lamp. All that can be used. I would have everything thought out in advance, how to start the scene and how to end the scene. In an action movie, if you want to have a good movie, if you want to have outstanding action and surprise, really, the major factor is the storyline. That is the most important thing. And so if the storyline takes the lead, then when we devise our action, we would complement the storyline. I remember when I saw the movie Rocky. He was fighting punch by punch, and at the climax, the final punch, the audience all applauded, and that is because the punches were building up towards the completion of the storyline. My work procedure is, after reading the script, I will discuss it with the director. The first question that I ask the director is, how do you want me to cooperate and collaborate with you? I will then convert his ideas into moves. In The Kiss of the Dragon, these action movements are not just fighting, they also accentuate the character. I would think about the actor under those circumstances. What is his thought? What kind of dramatic impulses has he? And what would his movements involve? Working with actors, I would have to understand each person's martial arts background, and I would then devise moves and action within the depths of his knowledge.
You're still with us, Johnny?
Jet Li I have already collaborated with on quite a few movies, from Hong Kong to Hollywood, and his martial arts is very strong, because he has been learning martial arts in China from when he was a child, and you can see there is a lot of power in his movement. What is different about him is he has a sort of look in his eyes, the way his hands move and those body movements, his body language. He gets into a zone where this all becomes a part of him. When he throws a punch, there is a big difference in the way that he does it, because of the depth of his training in martial arts. When we lay out the movie, I would have a little video camera and I would shoot the stuntmen doing the movements, and then I would take the tape and show it to the director. The most important thing with the cameraman is how to shoot the scene so that the movements show power. Luc Besson likes to shoot handheld, and he loves to operate the camera himself, just like we do in Hong Kong. And as a director, Chris Nahan also likes to hold the camera. So it seemed as if all three of us were really compatible with each other. And there was a great sense of being equal, of good cooperation and good camaraderie.
First time to France?
Yes.
Purpose of your visit? Business or pleasure?
Pleasure.
Generally, as a director, it would be most ideal to shoot on different locations at different places. Sometimes we go to a new place like France, then you feel differences. It's just like a newborn baby. You don't know anything about that place. At home, you've done everything and you've become jaded. So when we went to France, we had a lot of new, exciting stimulation. In one scene, the director said that we were going to be fighting on a ship. I said, would they let you do that in France? Yeah, anything can happen in France. When they took me to look at the Seine, I said, look at the river here. The boat is moving, and there's going to be a lot of movement. And next to the boat, there is the Eiffel Tower. So there will be many tourists coming and going. I said, I want to smash through the glass. I want to fall into the river. They said, that's okay. Anything is okay.
Fight!
The scene I like best is the one where Jet Li is fighting inside the police station, where he is fighting a whole group of police officers. It's incredible. I think in Hong Kong, the only one to be able to carry such a fight scene would be Jet Li. This is Jet Li's third movie in the United States, and I think it's his best one. You have Luc Besson's amazing sense of style, Chris Nahan's strong sense of drama, and you have a solid script.